When you look at the crowds today, you have maybe 5,000–6,000 people here. On the streets yesterday, 1 million people, 1 million Iranians in the street for the Ayatollah Khomeini. Does that not give you concern? Does that not make you afraid?
Because they are afraid, yeah, that's right. And most of the people don't say anything because they are afraid. And they are in silence, you know, they don't say anything.
Is this the silent majority of Iran out here now?
Yes, that's right.
Do you want the Shah to return?
Yes, Shah, return to the country.
What about you, Shah? Why do you want the Shah? Why does she want the Shah?
ما شاه میخوایم ما بیچاره این
شادی کشتنش حلاله کجای قرآن گفته
47 years we've been bleeding in the dark, under the shadow of the Islamic regime, with a stone-cold heart. They silenced our voices, they turned off our light. 58 days without internet, but we still fought the night. Our children took the streets, they raised their empty hands, and the world looked away. Do you understand? Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? that's all it took. Mothers and fathers and sons, did you even look? We stand with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, our hope and voice. Millions behind him marching, he is our only choice. He only fights for freedom, democracy and human rights. But you mock him in your chambers while he fights for our lives, to pull us out of this darkness, this century-long night, while you sign deals with our killers and call it diplomatic right. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? They hang 60-40 souls one by one, hanged within 4 months by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? Do you feel anything at all? Or did something break inside you while Iran answered the call? Do you know Europe? What happened to you, Europe? What made you so cold? What turned your heart to stone while our story went untold? Is oil worth more than blood? Is silence worth the shame? Because while you negotiate with murderers, we are dying, calling your name. Do you know Europe? Do you know what's been done? Do you know Europe? 42,000 souls are gone, killed in 2 days by a regime drenched in blood. Do you know Europe? Or have you just given up? Do you know Europe? We are still here, we are still strong. Do you know Europe? How much longer? How much longer? How long? Do you know Europe?
To all of our friends around the world, under the yoke of the Islamic Republic, Iran is identified in your minds with terrorism, extremism, and poverty. The real Iran is a different Iran, a beautiful, peace-loving, and flourishing Iran. It is the Iran that existed before the Islamic Republic, and it is the Iran that will rise again from its ashes the day the Islamic Republic falls. So let me be clear about how a free Iran will act towards its neighbors and the world after the fall of this regime. In security and foreign policy, Iran's nuclear military program will end. Support for terrorist groups will cease immediately. A free Iran will work with regional and global partners to confront terrorism, organized crime, drug trafficking, and extremist Islamism. Iran will act as a friend and a stabilizing force in the region, and it will be a responsible partner in global security. In diplomacy, relations with the United States will be normalized, and our friendship with America and her people will be restored. The State of Israel will be recognized immediately. We will pursue the expansion of the Abraham Accords into the Cyrus Accords, bringing together a free Iran, Israel, and the Arab world. A new chapter will begin, grounded in mutual recognition, sovereignty, and national interest. In energy, Iran holds some of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. A free Iran will become a reliable energy supplier to the free world. Policymaking will be transparent. Iran's actions will be responsible. Prices will be predictable. In transparency and governance, Iran will adopt and enforce international standards. Money laundering will be confronted. Organized corruption will be dismantled. Public institutions will answer to the people. In the economy, Iran is one of the world's last great untapped markets. Our population is educated, modern, with a diaspora that connects it to the four corners of the world. A democratic Iran will open its economy to trade, investment, and innovation, and Iran will seek to invest in the world. Opportunity will replace isolation. This is not an abstract vision. It is a practical one, grounded in national interest, stability, and cooperation. To achieve this, now is the time to stand with the Iranian people. The fall of the Islamic Republic and the establishment of a secular, democratic government in Iran will not only restore dignity to my people, it will benefit the region and the world. A free Iran will be a force for peace, for prosperity, and for partnership.
وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته ایم قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه. روبروم یه واژه، یه هدف به نام انتقامه، پشت سرم دعای مادر و تو دستم تفنگ بابامه. رو زبونم اسم شاه، بگین عشق بی انتهاست، هر جا اسم ایران اومد اونجا صدای بچه رضاست. فردا می نویسن تو کتاب قصه دیمار، بگو با تیر جنگی کشتن بچه های بیگناه رو، بگو از بخت مادرها شیر زنا و دخترامون، بگو تنها شهید شدیم تا تنها نمونه شامون. وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست، همه خسته ایم قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست. روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما، سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه. وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست، همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست. روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما، سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه. وقتی واسه غم نی گرچه قصه هامون کم نیست، همه خسته این قبولم ما فرصتی واسه ماتم نیست. روشن میشه فردا خورشید سرزمین ما، سرم باز و سینه سپر بلند میگم جاوید شاه.
سلام من به تو یار قدیمی، منم همون هوادار قدیم.
سید سلام، چطوری مرد کلی کتلت شدین دایی بدون مدرک؟ سلام بسیجی قهرمان رفتی پیش توسی با پنیر و یه نون سنگک. سلام به محفل قرآنیتون، سلام به مدیرای بحرانیتون، سلام به حاجی اکبر و طوله هاش و خارج و رفقای ارگانیتون، سلام به دزدای پول ملت که تش میفتین توی تور ملت، سلام به همه شما کرکسایی که دارین نونتون رو میزنین تو خون ملت تا که تش زیر دست و پاک و تک بخورین، حالا هی به یه بادکنک بدوین. سلام آخر تو زندان باشه وقتی قرار به این آب خنک بخورین. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. اینو بگذاریم به خاک میرسیم، تجزیه طلبی که به خاک بیرسیم. ایران مردمش وطن پرستن، از کرد تا بلوچ بری به فاک میرسی. توف به هر چی مرسی است، توف به هر کی در پی تجزیه است، توف به لوی و همونی که شیفته ی گل ملیگرا تو وطن خدا نسلی هست. سر کردستان همه برپا شدن، بلوچستان فدای مهسا شدن. شم واحد که شیر و خورشید ما بقی جعلیا تنها شدن. شادی باشه واسه همه در میهن، کور بشه چه شهرچی اهریمن. رخه رو بگید اون 6 کلاس سواد و خبرگان و مجد سری ترجیحن. شبهای عروس و دامادی باشه برن سلامتی نوش کنن آبادی باشه. محصد کجاست میدون شهیاده به سمت اتوبان آزادی باشه. سلام به نسل ندید پدیدا، نبودیم ندیدیم قدیمتی ما. شاه بود تو شادی کل میزدین، حالا شاه بر میگرده پیک میزنین. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا. مرگ بر ملا متولی ننگ در دنیا، ننگ بر دوتا مجاهد چپی بعد از ملا.
فاهنگ به این خوشگلی با نوایده بود، اسم این عشقاین رو توش بیاریم ولی خب لازم بود دیگه. فکر کنم با نوایده
Let's go. میخوام بگم از دلم، از عشق به این میهنم، به امید روز شکست دشمن شاه برمیگرده به وطن. برگشتن پهلوی وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو همشهری شاه رضا پهلوی. نظام رسیده پرتگاه، بلند بگو جاوید شاه. برگشت شاه به میهن، دوای درد وطن. این آخرین نبرده، پهلوی برمیگرده. داره میاد پهلوی، زجه بزن سید علی. راه نجات وطن، پهلوی هموطن. ایران میشه گلستان، شاه که بیاد به ایران. ایران که شاه نداره، حساب کتاب نداره. آخون باید گم بشه، توپ تانک فشفشه. گم شو بیرون اجنبی، داره میاد پهلوی. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن ها. ما شاه میخوایم نه ملا، بذار بشنوه دنیا. ایرانی داد بزن، شاه تو فریاد بزن. برگشتن پهلوی وحشت هر اجنبی، بلند بگو هموطن. شاه رضا پهلوی، فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. فریاد بزن جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه. بلند بگو جاوید شاه، شعار هر وطن خواه.
Look at us here today. We see so many flags representing so many nations. We know we are not alone, and we thank you for being with us. For all people around the world who stand today in unity with the Iranian people, this is not just because it's good for us, and you do it out of compassion and care for our rights to liberty and justice and equality and human rights. But understand that it is in your best interest too, to have, unlike this regime that has been propagating terror and radicalism, we the people of Iran are peacemakers and not warmongers. We like to be friends, especially with the free world. We'd like to be able to have the best neighborly relationship with the people of our area and the region, with the Arab countries, with Israel, and all our other neighbors. We are fighting for justice, we're fighting for human rights, we are fighting for liberty, we're fighting to put an end to all sorts of discrimination. Because as an Iranian, I stand here to tell you that I've dedicated 47 years of my life because I think that my country deserves far better than what we have right now. To now understand that their best remedy is to support the people of Iran, because ultimately a free Iran will be your best partner, not just to bring stability and peace, but it will be in your best economic interest and opportunities. Together we can prosper again, and the world will be so different once the Iranian people are free. I am here to guarantee a transition to secular democratic future. I am committed to be that leader of transition for you, so we can one day have the final opportunity to decide the fate of our country through a democratic, transparent process, through the ballot box and free elections. And let's make sure that this time, especially the free nations of this world and their governments, stand on the right side of history.
Well, Durud Patriots, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to day 201 of Iran Revolution Live. As you can tell, I am back in my usual studio. We are ready to go. But I have to say, guys, I kind of missed the pre-show. I kind of miss the pre-show a little bit. You know what it is about the pre-show? The speeches from His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi, the Shah of Iran, and of course all of the songs, whether the song from Hamid Fard or Shahin Najafi or even Barbod or Ilnaz song. Like these songs kind of hype me up. You know what I mean? They hype me up. They kind of get me going and get me motivated. So I know I did a poll yesterday on my YouTube channel, and I asked all of you, what do you prefer? Do you prefer I start without the pre-show or with the pre-show? And you know what? It was pretty close. It was it's like 42% want the pre-show and 58% don't. So it's still pretty close. So I've come up, and then there was actually a lot of comments. So people gave a lot of comments, and they were like, "We really enjoy it." So here's the compromise. I'm going to, for my Iran Revolution Live, daily streams, whatever time, because I always I schedule it in advance, right? So for example, today's live stream is scheduled to start at 6 p.m., which is right now 6 p.m. Eastern. However, I started the live stream 30 minutes earlier so that people who want to, join in for the pre-show, they can do that. But everyone else, because it's at 6 o'clock, everyone can tune in at 6 o'clock. So I'm kind of going to do that just because, I don't know, guys, I miss the songs. I miss the music. Like it really just sort of hypes me up, right? And I also want to say hello to everyone who's watching me on Instagram. So guys, I am now live streaming on Instagram as well. So if all of you will indulge me for a moment, I'm going to speak in Persian because I do have a lot of Iranian people from inside of occupied Iran who follow me on Instagram, and I don't usually live stream. So, I'm testing out a few things, I'm expanding it. So let me say something in Persian and then we'll continue with the show. درود به همه شما، مخصوصا همیهنانی که الان دارن از اینستاگرام لایو من رو نگاه میکنن. من این برنامه رو الان دیگه نزدیک از دیسمبر 28، یعنی الان نزدیک بیشتر از 200 روزه که من این برنامه رو دارم انجام میدم، ولی خب به زبان انگلیسیه و این برنامه روی یوتیوبه. الان دارم با سافتورم امتحانایی میکنم که ببینم اگه بتونم روی اینستاگرام هم این برنامه رو پخش بکنم، ولی خب میخواستم به همه شما بگم که این برنامه به زبان انگلیسیه و کامنت های شما که رو اینستاگرام هست من نمیتونم ببینم، چون که این نرم افزاری که ازش استفاده میکنم کامنت های شما رو به من نشون نمیده. پس اگه شما دارین این برنامه رو روی اینستاگرام نگاه میکنین و میخواین توی کامنت ها حالا مثلا شرکت بکنین یا پست بذارین، لطفاً بیاین روی کانال یوتیوبم the link اون بالاست توی بایوم و میتونین بیاین و از توسط یوتیوب به ما بپیوندین. I'm also going to repeat this in English. So for everyone who is watching me on Instagram, so this is kind of one of the first times that I'm live streaming Iran Revolution Live on Instagram, testing out a few things with my software. I'm not able to see your comments on Instagram. So if you are watching on Instagram, but you want to participate in the live chat, and you have questions or comments, please join us on YouTube. The link to my YouTube page is in the bio of my Instagram profile. So you're welcome to join us there if you want to participate in the live stream chat because I don't see Instagram comments. The software that I use does not allow for that. So there you go. And just a quick housekeeping rule. So Iran Revolution Live focuses on the fight of the Iranian people against the Islamic regime occupying Iran. And of course, we have a very heavy focus on His Royal Highness, the Shah of Iran, King Reza Pahlavi II, who's also the leader of Iran's National Lion and Sun Revolution. There is a lot of, updates about the current boom boom situation between the United States and Israel versus the Islamic regime. I will be speaking more about that in my evening live stream in a couple of hours on the Goldie show. So, keep an eye out for that one as well. So if you're interested in my geopolitical objective commentary, that's happening later tonight. But Iran Revolution Live focuses exclusively on the Iranian people. Now, guys, you know what? I have to do something. There's something that I have to do because, all of these songs really got me hyped up. And there's one song in particular that I know all of you really like. And I really, really want to play the song before we kind of get into it. So everyone in the live stream, who knows which song I'm speaking about? Who can guess? No, it's not a Rickroll. Oh my gosh. Okay, Iranians, you can't guess. Iranians, that's cheating. اگه ایرانی هستی نمیتونی جواب بدی. That تقلبیه. What song do you guys think? Oh, there we go. See, Taha got it. Guys, I have not rocked out to Bapish in quite a while. And I feel like, now that I'm back in my studio and now that, it's day 201, I kind of want to rock out to Bapish before we get started, right? So let's go, guys. So in honor of Bapish Man, let's go ahead and play Bapish and we will rock out. Guys, Epic Fury, I played that in my intro. That was in the pre-show. Epic Fury is part of the intro, right? So anyways, let's get to Bapish and then we will get started with the show.
غرق انقلاب است. کشور ما، تاریخ ما در سینگر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. هن ای پدر هن ای پسر، برخیز و با ما شو همگام، تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در پا. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها در لباس میش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد. پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. خلق‌ها به پا بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی، تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجا تیریزی ویران آبادی تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های ملی از بالین و کیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو و انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم.
نه خارجی نه بیگانه نه مستشارهای ویرانی نه چیر خاران نه کاسلیسان فقط هم رزمان ایرانی ما با شرافت میهنی بسازیم بهر فرزندان خویش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش مردم بیایید داخل صف ما اکنون که آغاز رویاست دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش پرچم ما پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلغکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش ایران غرق انقلاب است به پیش به پیش به پیش.
فریدون فرخزاد روحت شاد. کاش که زنده بودی و میدونستی چقدر غیر ایرانیا عاشقت شدن. So I basically just said Feridun Farrokhzad because that's his name. I said bless your soul. I wish you were alive to see not only how much Iranians love you, but how much non-Iranians love you. Because you guys are the reason that Feridun Farrokhzad, also known in English as Bapishman, you are the reason that Bapishman has gone international. And remember, Bapishman, Feridun Farrokhzad, he wrote this song back in the late 80s. And it was, so when he wrote this song, he knew that the Islamic regime was hunting him. So he knew that his life was in danger. He wrote this song, Bapish. It's called Engelab, but of course in English we call it Bapish. So Bapishman wrote the Bapish song. And he wrote this knowing that he's probably not going to be around for when the revolution happens. But he wrote this song 40 years ago. And it was his hope, his dream, that when the time comes and the Iranian revolution happens, that his song will be played and his song will be remembered. And thanks to, and his wish was that his song would be played and remembered by Iranians. Never in his wildest dreams did Feridun Farrokhzad, aka Bapishman, ever think that his song would be known and played and be loved by non-Iranians. So God bless all of you patriots for helping make him go international, because I know that Feridun Farrokhzad, aka Bapishman, he is looking down on us from heaven right now, and I'm sure he has the biggest grin on his face, knowing that even though the Islamic regime murdered him back in the early 90s, his memory lives on. His name lives on. Feridun Farrokhzad is one of our original Javid Nams. And you guys all know what Javid Nam means, right? Javid Nam. Guys, so pop quiz time. What does Javid Nam mean? Who gets it first? Who will get this first? Iranians, تقلبی نکنین. تقلبی نکنین. No cheating. Who knows? Who knows what Javid Nam means? There we go. Aliyah got it. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Margie. Sorry. Margie got it first. Immortal name. Exactly. So Javid Nam means immortal name. And Bapishman Feridun Farrokhzad is one of our original Javid Nams. Anyways, guys, welcome to day 200 of Iran Revolution Live. As you can tell, I'm back in my studio. So there you go. I have my beautiful lion and sun flag. Guys, this flag traveled everywhere with me, and there you go. But we are back in business. So let's get started, because there is a lot to go over and a lot to talk about. And again, for everyone who is watching on Instagram, I don't see the Instagram comments. I can't respond to Instagram comments. So if you want to participate in the live stream chat, feel free to join us on YouTube, because there are many non-Iranians and of course Iranians who are watching on YouTube, and they're having amazing conversations in the YouTube live stream chat. یه بار دیگه میخوام به همه همیهنان بگم اگه که دارین این برنامه رو از اینستاگرام نگاه میکنین، من نمیتونم کامنتاتون رو اینستاگرام ببینم. اگر که میخواین صحبت بکنین با بقیه یا کامنتاتون روی لایف سکرینم نشون بده، باید بیاین توی کانال یوتیوبم. لینک کانال یوتیوبم بالای پروفایل اینستاگرامم، میتونین بیاین از توسط یوتیوب به ما بپیوندین و کامنتاتون رو حالا به زبان فارسی یا انگلیسی بذارین. ولی خب فقط میخوام بهتون بگم که من لایو استریمام به زبان انگلیسی هستن، چون که کاری که من میکنم، اتفاقایی که دارن تو ایران اشغالی پیش میافتن به زبان انگلیسی توضیح میدم. برای کسایی که حالا مثلا میخوان این برنامه رو نگاه بکنن و زبان انگلیسیشون ضعیفه یا زیاد خوب نیست، از شما پوزش میخوام. برنامه‌های من همشون به زبان انگلیسی هستن. سپاسگزار. Okay, guys, so let's get started. We are going to go right into this post, which is making the rounds. And let me explain why. So, Sylvan Adams. Who is Sylvan Adams? Sylvan Adams is the president of the World Jewish Congress, okay? The representative body of Jewish communities in more than 100 countries. Yes, Omid is absolutely right. See, so guys, this is why I'm so grateful to have Iranian mods like Omid and others, because they help me sort of translate, because there are a lot of guys. So like I said, I'm trying something new. I'm not just live streaming on my usual platforms, but I'm also live streaming on Instagram. And I have a lot of people inside of Occupied Iran who follow me on Instagram. So I'm just explaining to them that, if they're wondering why I'm speaking in English, it's because my live streams are in English, because I'm here to explain what's happening in Occupied Iran to non-Iranians in English, to kind of bridge the gap. And I basically invited them to come join us on the YouTube live stream if they want to share their comments in English. But let's go to Sylvan Adams. So Sylvan Adams is he's the president of the World Jewish Congress, representative body of Jewish communities in more than 100 countries. Now, guys, this video This video is going viral, okay? Not only is it going viral amongst Iranians, it's going viral amongst the Durkas, right? Like the jihadis are freaking out, the Pakistanis are freaking out, right? Like all of the Durkas, they are freaking out right now. And let me explain why. Let me explain why. So, let me just play, okay, let me share his message first. So Sylvan says, I had the honor of meeting Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi in Paris to discuss our 2,500-year biblical bond and work towards a free and democratic Iran. Beyond supporting the Iranian people's fight for liberty, I announced the launch of the Iran Peace and Prosperity Fund, a global private investment initiative designed to mobilize international business and capital to rebuild Iran's economy the moment the regime falls. To mark this turning point, I presented him with 2 Jerusalem stone mezuzahs, inscribed by an Iranian Israeli scribe. One will hang, oh my gosh, guys, this is literally like, this is giving me goosebumps. This is giving me goosebumps. One will hang at the future Israeli embassy in Tehran, and the other at the Iranian embassy in Jerusalem. We stand shoulder to shoulder with the brave people of Iran as we prepare for a future of freedom, peace, and mutual prosperity. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Blessed be the people of Israel. We love Israel. We love Israel. Like I love Israel. I love Israel. I love everything about Israel. And guys, there's only two modern day civilizations that have a 3,000-year-old biblical relationship. Iranians and Israelis, right? Because our relationship, the relationship and the alliance and the friendship between the Iranian people and the Israelis, the Israeli people, the Jewish people, goes back to the time of Cyrus the Great. It is literally biblical. Nothing and no one will ever change that or take that away from us, including some religion that was invented like 1,000 years later, right? Keep in mind, the historical relationship between Iranians and Jews goes back like 1,000 years before the invention of Islam, right? So all of these like Durka jihadis who are freaking out right now, like we don't care because that's not the Iranian identity. Now, let's watch this amazing, incredible video, okay? Let's watch this because this is amazing. And guys, the trolls and the Durkas, they are freaking out. I'm Israel Chai.
I've brought you a gift on behalf of the Jewish people. I brought you 2 mezuzahs, one which I hope to hang with you in Tehran at the Israeli embassy, and a second one which will be in Jerusalem at the Iranian embassy in Israel. So please accept this gift on behalf of the Jewish people and our words of encouragement for a free Iran. These mezuzahs have 2 special significances. The outer piece is made of Jerusalem stone, and the parchment inside written by Iranian, Israeli, so we have Iranian ties here and Israeli ties as well.
I very much appreciate your kind gift. This is very precious. Iran and Israel are the only 2 countries that have a biblical relationship. The Iranians didn't die for a strait to remain open or for a nuclear deal. They died for liberty. And I'm sure that once this regime is gone, we will be able to rebuild Iran. With your help, I will look forward to welcome you in Tehran and to find the best place for a nice embassy, and so I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we have a lot of work to do, and I appreciate your support, and thank you.
Thank you very much, and good luck, and we will be standing with you shoulder to shoulder.
That's our king. That's our Shah. That's the person that's going to free Iran from the Islamic regime that has been occupying us for the last 47 years. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment, right? You know, this reminds me of my trip to Israel. Did you guys know that I actually visited Israel? I visited Israel. I had the honor and the privilege of visiting Israel 2 years ago. In fact, the government of Israel invited me as part of a delegation to visit Israel for the 1 year anniversary of the genocidal October 7 massacre of, Hamas and Islamic regime terrorists, you know, of the Jewish people, right? And on the 1 year anniversary, is the government of Israel invited a number of us to go to Israel and be there to, bear witness to the crimes against humanity committed by Hamas and the Islamic regime against the, Israeli and Jewish people. And it was such an amazing experience, right? Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I was just, it was life-changing. It was seriously life-changing for me to be able to visit Israel. I mean, if you guys want to see, like, I sure, you know what? Let me see. Let me find one of my Israel videos here. I think I can find one here because I know some of you guys are like, here you go, guys. Like, it's just, you know what it felt like as an Iranian visiting Israel? As an Iranian visiting Israel, it literally felt like I was visiting like my sister's house, right? It was almost like you're visiting the house of a relative, right? Like Israel, like it felt like it was familiar, right? Like I felt comfortable there. Like I knew it wasn't my house, but um we have shared memories, shared history, shared culture, right? So think of like when you go to like a family member, like a close family member's house, it's not your house, but you feel comfortable there because you know them, you're related to them, you have shared memories, right? Like let's say like, there's they have pictures hanging on the wall of, like you and them, like from, experiences you've had together. That was pretty much like the feeling that I had when I visited Israel. And it was just it was phenomenal. Like it was absolutely phenomenal. All right, let me see if I can find this video. I know I have it somewhere. Okay, you know what? Let me just go to my Google Photos because I know you guys are asking. Top. I know I have it somewhere. I've shared this video before, but here we go. Let me see if I can find it. I posted a lot about Israel, so that's why it's taking me some time to find it. But all right, since you guys want me to share this, all right, here you go. And you know what's interesting? So while I'm looking for this video, I will let you guys know that I was actually planning. Okay, so you know what? Here's one. So let me share this while I look for the original video. So here you can see on October 7, I actually visited the Nova Festival site on October 7, right? So literally 1 year after the the genocidal massacre of Israeli people by Hamas terrorists in the Islamic regime, I was there. So this is literally the 1-year anniversary, and you can see, all of the families of the Israeli victims. They're there to honor the the memories of their fallen loved ones, right? So may their memories be a blessing, right? And so this was at one of the kibbutzes, and you can see the damage, right? Like all this damage here. This is like the damage from Hamas terrorists, right? Like it was absolutely horrific. Like look at this, right? Like this, and the government pretty much left it as it is so that people can see the extent of the horror, right? And then here you can see, so that's me in Israel two years ago. And that's literally, it's literally a graveyard. It's a graveyard, right? Like just so many young people, right? Like these are all of the people who were murdered by Hamas terrorists during the Nova Festival, right? So we all went there. And what's really insane, what's really messed up is that while we were there on the 1-year anniversary of the October 7 genocidal massacre of Muslim terrorists against the Israeli and Jewish people, we could literally hear like Hamas terrorists in Gaza like launching missiles at Israel, right? So the entire time we were there, we could hear the boom booms from Hamas. Like it was insane. It was absolutely wild, right? But okay, let me find this video for you guys, because this is the more somber part, but I do have more upbeat part as well. And I was supposed to go back to Israel in August. Of course, I wasn't able to do so because of the conflict that the Islamic regime started. So that kind of put a delay in my plans. But for everyone who is tuning in and watching from Israel, I am still planning on visiting Israel. I will let you guys know when, but I just have to wait for the conflict to be over, right? But Israel is like one of my top priorities, or my top destinations, and I can't wait until I'm able to come and visit. Okay, let me just see. This was October. Okay. I think it would be here. Nope. Okay, let me go to this one. I have this video somewhere. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, this is just think about this. Like think about how insane this is, right? And like I saw it firsthand. I literally saw it firsthand. Wait, getting a message here. Is this? Oh wait, it's not urgent. Okay, I can deal with that later. But okay, here we go. Here we go. And gonna find this for you guys. Okay, I found it. I found it. Wait, I found it. Okay, guys. Here you go. So this is my trip to Israel. Okay? This is like a oops. Wait, what's going on here? There you go. This is like a 60-second preview of come on, 60-second, edit of my trip to Israel. Here you go, guys. listen, every single like short clip there is a story. Like every single short clip is like a 1 minute story. Here, let me just go through this really quickly and I'll explain what each part, like the relevant parts, right? Honestly, like my second favorite country, I mean, obviously my first favorite country is Iran, like, but like a free Iran, right? Like not like a Durka, not a Durka Iran. But my second favorite country in the world is Israel, right? It's literally Israel. That's pretty much the only country that I would ever visit in the Middle East, aside from Iran. But obviously, I can't go to Iran because Israel is like a close second. Israel is a close second, and I absolutely loved it. So, guys, let me just share some of the clips here for you guys because this is so cool. So the POV, so the caption says, "Point of view: You're an Iranian visiting Israel." So this was, beautiful. Like this was like the market area, and then so this is someone named Hamid, and he is an Iranian Christian, and he works with the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Israel, and he lives in the United States, but he designs these murals, and the murals are painted all across Israel. And so the murals basically depict Israeli women and Iranian women and like their fight. And guys, you know who this one is? You know who he is? You're gonna see him later. Guys, okay, for the non-Iranians, who can guess? Who can guess who this is? I know you're looking at him from the back. It's gonna be a little bit tough, but who knows who this is? Who can guess? Yes. Yes. This is the rapper who sings Takbir Marg Bar Mullah. Hamid Fard. Yes, Hamid Fard. Yeah. Hamid, Hamed. Yep, he's the rapper. He is the rapper. Yeah, see, Omid? Guys, people are smart. See? We have a high IQ chat. Yes, guys, this is the rapper Hamid Fard who sings the song Takbir Marg Bar Mullah, right? Yeah, he and his wife were part of the delegation that I was a part of, and he was so cool, right? So he was fantastic. His wife, lovely, wonderful, amazing woman as well. So yeah, so this is Hamid, and he was there, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, like Israel's amazing. We love Israel." Okay, and then so guys, so this is oh my gosh. Okay, so this is an Iranian Jewish family, and they I can't recall if they're from Isfahan or Shiraz, but they had to escape Iran after the Islamic regime took over, and they escaped and went to Israel. So they speak fluent Persian, and they speak Hebrew, a little bit of Hebrew. Their children speak a mix of Hebrew and Persian, and then their grandchildren speak Hebrew and English. But so he is like the elder. Okay. Oh wait, let me go back. So he's the elder. So he's the elder. And honestly, it was like such an honor for this Iranian Jewish family to invite me to their, Shabbat dinner. And they basically treated me like one of the family, right? And by the way, guys, I know the rules for Shabbat. You're not allowed to use your phones or record or anything like that. However, I asked the elder for permission. So I was like, "Is it okay? I know, and I was like, if this is like, offensive or if this is gonna like break the rules or something, like I'm not gonna record. But I was like, do I have your permission to record your Shabbat dinner for a little bit so that I can share your experience and your traditions as an Iranian Jewish family to other Iranians who are not Jewish. And he was like, well, you're not Jewish, so it's okay. You're part of the family, but you're not Jewish, so it's okay. So I got permission. So there you go. So I had permission. I had permission from the elder and you know what? He was so nice. He was so kind. He was like explaining everything to me. And he was basically telling me how like basically like in his youth when he was like a young child, he was persecuted by like Muslims in Iran until the Pahlavi dynasty pretty much not only did they banned anti-Semitism, but they also they also worked towards jailing and prosecuting those people who were still being racist towards Jewish Iranians. So they are huge fans of His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. Pretty much like I can. So one of the things I learned about my trip to Israel is that like 99.9% of Iranian Jews support His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi because the Pahlavi dynasty was very, very serious about freedom of religion and respecting all religions. And the Pahlavi dynasty pretty much ended the persecution of Iranian Jews by the Durkas, right? This is why the Durkas don't like His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi, because his father and his grandfather, Reza Shah the Great, they basically said it's not okay to persecute religious minorities, including the Jewish people. So that's why like Iranian Jews all support His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. Anyway, so they invited me to their amazing Shabbat dinner. And for all the other Jewish people who are asking, guys, it's the exact same thing as like every other like Jewish Shabbat. And guys, I've been to many Shabbat dinners. I've had the honor of attending, and being invited to so many Shabbats from all of my Jewish friends in everywhere that I am. And I, honestly, like guys, I'm just telling you, like Shabbat dinners are my favorites. So guys, Friday nights, I'm totally willing to like cancel my live stream. If I get invited to like a Shabbat dinner on a Friday night, it's worth it. I will cancel my live stream and gladly go for like a Shabbat dinner because the food is amazing. And it's such a fun time. It's such a fun time. Everyone just sits and, they're talking and laughing and having a good time. And, everyone's phones are away. So, and of course the food is amazing, right? The food is so good. But I do have to say that of all of these Shabbat dinners that I've been to, Iranian Jewish Shabbat dinners are the best. I'm sorry, guys. So to all the other Jewish people, I'm sorry. Iranian Jewish Shabbat dinners are like next level. I'm sorry. Like there's just something about having like Orma Sabzi and Tadig as part of like a Shabbat dinner that's just absolutely amazing. But yeah, so they invited me and it was just such an honor, right? So this was one of the experiences. And let me just continue really quick with like all the other like just the other clips of this video. And then so we got a private tour of the Knesset through my friend Sharon Heskel. Those of you who are in Israel, you might know Sharon. She was part of the Israeli cabinet, but then she now stepped aside because she's now part of running the elections, right? But Sharon Heskel, I actually met her in Toronto when I was still a politician at that time, before the Durkas, kicked me out for Islamophobia, right? Whatever, garbage jihadi nonsense, right? But so I met her there. We connected. And then when I went to Israel, I literally just like texted her on WhatsApp and I'm like, hey, Sharon, I'm here. What's up? And she was like, oh my gosh, Goldie, come to the Knesset, do a tour. So she gave us like a private tour. It was super cool. Guys, this wasn't actually part of like our official plan, but because I'm telling you, I have connections everywhere. And Sharon is amazing. I love her to death. And then this was when I was visiting the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. And, this is a nun, of course, right? So again, all those people who are like, oh, Christians are persecuted in Israel. Literally, it's like the biggest lie in the world because they're not. And I've literally been there and I've seen it with my own eyes. And then this is just beautiful downtown Jerusalem at night. Like guys, I love this. Like I loved seeing the flag of Israel everywhere. It's just, I love the patriotism. Oh guys, so this was like, I was just kind of like walking by and someone's like, okay, so Matt is asking, Emily Schrader, did you get any pics with her? Well, Matt, just stay tuned, I guess. Stay tuned. Anyway, and of course, like Israeli police officers were, super nice. So, this is like an Israeli police officer like driving by. And I'm like filming him because I was like, oh, this is cool. I guess this was like an escort for like maybe, I think it was like a police escort for like a politician or something. I have no idea. But as I'm driving by, he like gives me the peace sign and I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Look at this. See? Guys, so this is the difference. This right here, this is the difference between Israeli police officers and the Islamic regime. Because in Israel, if you're filming the police, they give you the peace sign or a high five or whatever. In occupied Iran, if you're filming the jihadi Muslim occupiers, they murder you, right? This is the difference. This is literally the difference, right? Israel, normal democratic country, peaceful, right? They love everyone. The police officers give the peace sign. In occupied Iran, the Muslim Nazis, they literally murder you for the crime of filming them. That's a difference, right? So, I'm Israel Chai. God bless the Israeli police. Actually, you know what? I even have like I even bought like a hat from like one of the tourist stores that says like Israel police or something. You know what? Let me go find my hat. I'll be right back. Look at this. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. So you see my hat? So the reason that the police officer is like giving me the peace sign is because I was wearing this cheesy little like tourist hat that says like Israel police or something, right? So I guess he saw my hat and then he's like giving me the peace sign, right? So this was in Israel. But there you go. Yeah, so this was the hat that I was wearing. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. And then this was the old city in Jerusalem. And then this was a day party. Okay, so guys, this part. So when I say that, visiting Israel was like visiting my sister's house, this is what I mean. Because there's actually a street in Jerusalem called Kurosh Street, right? The street of Kurosh. Kurosh is Cyrus the Great. And I actually had the opportunity to walk down that street, right? So pretty much everyone in Israel knows about Cyrus the Great. And then I just really liked this store because it was called Golda and it kind of sounds like Goldie, right? And then the Baha'i Gardens. So I have to speak about the Baha'i Gardens, but there you go. Like the Baha'i Gardens were there. So we also visited the Druze. Yes, we also visited the Druze in Israel, and it was amazing, and the food was fantastic. But we learned a lot about the Druze culture as well, and how the Druze, coexist with these. I don't know if coexist is the right word, but anyway, so basically one of the only safe country for the Druze minority is Israel, right? So they were speaking about their experience as Druze in Israel. And then that's Hamid. That's Hamid Fag. Oh, guys, so this part here, you're about to see me like running through the hallway. So that's when I was visiting Haifa, and then Hezbollah terrorists, they did like this attack where they sent like 100 missiles to Haifa. I was in Haifa when that happened, and I filmed it, right? So that's like when we're running to like the safe room. This is when we were speaking to students. The umbrellas, giant pomegranate memorial. We visited the State of Israel Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Of course, we visited the Western Wall, and I had an opportunity to pray at the Western Wall. And you know, I wrote my wish on a piece of paper, and I shoved it into a crack in the Western Wall, which is what you're supposed to do. And my wish was for a free Iran. The Knesset as well. So literally, the guys, the Knesset was closed, but because of my connections, we were able to get like a private tour of the Knesset. And then there's me with Sharon, my good friend, and then that's of course the rapper Hamid. So, and then guys, so this is when I went to like a falafel. I went to a shawarma place. And then they were like, where are you from? And I'm like, from Iran. And then they were like, oh my gosh, we love Iranian people. You know, we pray for your freedom. And then they were just like super extra nice, right? And of course, guys, this is, okay. So for our English viewers, you're probably not going to know who this one is. So pop quiz time for the Iranians, although this is not really a pop quiz. Who's this, guys? For the Iranians, you know who this is. This is Amu Kamal. Amu Kamal. So we got a private tour. Yes, the IDF. Well, he's one of the IDF Farsi spokespeople. Yes, Amu, and we call him Amu Kamal. So he is one of the two IDF Farsi spokespeople. So no, guys, this isn't the wrong flag in the background. So I know some people are like, wrong flag. No. So the reason this flag is in the background is because this was the Islamic regime showroom. Okay, so in this room they had all of the Durka stuff, right? And then so the IDF was exposing all of the Durka jihadi stuff. Okay, so this is like a showroom. This was basically for, like, you know, people to come in to learn about the Islamic regime, what it represents, all of that. Kamal himself, he has the lion and sun flag in his office, right? So he actually provided an explanation of this. Let me find it for you so that you guys can see. So, because I know like a lot of Iranians were like, why is there the IRG, like the wrong flag? Well, that's because this room is meant to expose the Durkas, right? So that's why they have the Durka flag there, right? So let me just share this with you guys really quick, especially for our Iranian viewers, right? Because I did post about this on X. Let me pull it up. Guys, we're doing like a deep dive into Israel right now, and I'm not even complaining. Like, I'm loving this right now. Here we go. So the people who are saying, you know, so like Amin is like, why there is Islamic regime flag? So that's because Dash tozi midad. So here you go. so this is Amu Kamal. Now this this video is pretty much in Persian because he doesn't speak English. But let me just play the video for our Iranian viewers, and then I'll translate it after.
یکی از دوستان اینجا پرسیدن که چرا رو دیوار اینجا ما پرچم جمهوری اسلامی می‌بینیم و دلیلش خیلی واضحه و خدمتتون توضیح میدم. در این غرفه ما کلاً به این مسئله پرداختیم و اون نقش، تأثیر و دخالت جمهوری اسلامی در آغاز این جنگ مخرب از 7 اکتبر به امروز همونجور که خودتون می‌بینید و دیدیم با سند و با اقلامی که اینجا هست نشون دادیم تا چه حد جمهوری اسلامی در این مسئله دخیل بوده با ارسال سلاح، پول، اطلاعات و من فکر کنم که این میتونه به عنوان یه نماینده از این رژیم پلید باشه برای نشون دادن این مسئله.
بله.
دفتر من پرچم شیر و خورشید هست.
دفترتون بهمون نشون میدی؟
تشریف بیارید چاکر.
خوشحال میشیم. سپاسگزار. So basically what he's saying is that the reason that they have the Durka flag is because the Durka flag, right? So basically he's saying that the Allahu Akbar jihad flag, right? The crab flag here, he's like, this flag is a good representation of the evils of October 7. So the flag is there because everything, like guys, so remember, so this room that they have, and you can even see, like you can see Khomeini Khabar Margish in the background there, right? Like, I don't know if I can make this bigger. Let me like change my screen here. Can you guys see that? Like right there, that's Khomeini. This here, that's Khomeini Khabar Margish, right? Like the Muslim pedophile founder of the Islamic regime. So this room, this is kind of like okay, no, Kenny, he didn't call it the Allahu Akbar jihad flag, but that's pretty much what he's referring to, right? So he basically says, yeah, like this evil flag. He literally calls it this evil flag, okay? So so this entire room, and then you can see like the IDF, like that's Shirley. She's the other spokesperson. And, you know, there she's speaking about one of the Iranian women who lost an eye to the Islamic regime. So the reason that the flag is here is for educational purposes. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to a museum and, you know, you see information about the Nazis, and then you also see the Nazi flag, right? Because you want people to be able to recognize the Nazi flag so that they can avoid it, right? So that's the reason that the Allahu Akbar jihad flag is on the wall, because this entire room is basically showcasing evidence of how the Islamic regime was involved in the October 7 genocidal massacre. And then you can see, like, you know, there's weapons there, right? Like there's firearms and, you know, displays and a whole bunch of other things, right? So he's like, this entire room is about all of the like stuff that the IDF confiscated from the Islamic regime and their supporters during like October 7 and right after, right? And then so he's like, man fik mikonam. So he's like, I think that this flag, I think that this flag is a good representation of the evil regime, right? So basically, he says, you know, this flag, which says Allahu Akbar on it, right? It's like the Islamic Durka jihadi crab flag. He's like, this flag is a good representation of the evil regime. And then at the end of the video, I ask him, well, you know, what about your office? Like, what's in your office? And then he says that, you know, in my office, I proudly hang the lion and sun flag. And then I say to him, can I come visit your office to see? And then he says, yes, absolutely. So that's going to be, part 2 of my trip to Israel. But yes, so for all the Iranians watching, that's the reason why the flag is there, because this is like it's an educational, informational thing, right? But as you can see, Amu Kamal, he's of course wearing his IDF uniform, and he's got the Israel flag there. So yeah, like this is pretty much the equivalent of like going to like a museum and seeing Nazi paraphernalia. It's there for educational purposes, right? Same sort of thing. So there you go. But I digress. So going back, so that's why you see the jihad flag there. Anyways, and then this was one of my favorite places, guys. So after this, so there's actually like so many Iranian restaurants in Israel. One of my favorite ones is called it's literally called like Restaurant Ghorme Sabzi. It's like Persian restaurant, and you can see the Iranians. They have not only the flag of Israel, but in Tel Aviv they also have the lion and sun flag, right? And it's called Restaurant Ghorme Sabzi. It was so good. And then guys, when I went into that restaurant, it was full of pictures of the Shah and the empress, like Farah Pahlavi. Like, oh my gosh, like it was the whole restaurant, literally the walls were covered with photos of the Pahlavi family. And then, the Dead Sea was amazing. Oh, guys, there you go. So wait, who was asking about Emily Schrader? Who was asking about Emily Schrader? Someone was? There you go. So yes, I actually did have the opportunity to meet my very good friend, Emily Schrader. And not only did I, get to see her, I was there when the IDF exterminated Yahya Sinwar. So I was in Israel when Yahya Sinwar was exterminated, and so Emily and I met up, and we were basically like drinking and partying. And then that's of course her partner Yosef Haddad. So it was basically Emily and Yosef Haddad and myself and a whole bunch of their friends, and we were literally like partying in Tel Aviv, drinking shots, and we were singing the Yalla Nasrallah song, right? So there you go. Oh, and then oh my gosh, okay, this is literally like one of my favorite memories. So I was staying with the parents of one of my very, very good Israeli friends, Jewish friends in Jerusalem. So when I wanted to visit Jerusalem on my own, when my friends found out, they were like, no, you're not going to stay at a hotel, you're going to stay with us. So I was staying with this wonderful, amazing wonderful, amazing old couple. And this was his, oh my gosh, what is this called? I forget what it's called. There's like a specific name for this lemon. It's like the Sukkot lemon or something. Etrog or something. It's like it's like, yeah, the etrog. And so guys, these things are expensive. So he so he pulled out, like he was explaining to me the significance of this etrog. And guys, apparently it's like, I didn't know this, but it's like a thing. It's like a thing in Israel, and it's a thing among like Jewish people that like for Sukkot, you want to have like the best etrog. Okay, so whoever has like the best, most perfect etrog gets bragging rights. Okay, and of course, the more like the better looking it is, the more expensive it is. So he was like, Goldie, I want to show you something. And I'm like, okay. So he was like explaining like the significance of the etrog to me, and it was super cool. And then he was like, Goldie, I want to tell you something, but you can't tell my wife because she's going to get mad at me. And I'm like, Okay. And then he's like, how much do you think this etrog was? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, this is the most perfect etrog that I've ever bought. And I was like, okay, so it must be pretty expensive. And then he's like, this was 1,000 shekels. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So this, amazing, sweet old gentleman literally spent like over 300 American dollars on a Sukkot lemon, right? Like $300. And he was so proud. He was so proud of it. And he was like, you can't tell my wife. And I was like, your secret is safe with me. I will not tell your wife. But like it was so cool. It was so cool. So yeah, like that was just a fun memory. And honestly, like they were so amazing. Like they they treated me like family. Like I was there. And like once in a while I'll still message them. I'll basically ask like, how are you? And they'll reach out to me. So guys, I literally made, like, I'm telling you, visiting Israel was like visiting, like, it, it felt like visiting long lost family. You know what I mean? Like when you reconnect with long lost family. And oh yeah, this is when I was covered in like Dead Sea mud. It was kind of cool. Oh yeah, so and then of course this is when I was invited to Kiddush. So this was Kiddush as well. And it was amazing. And of course, once again, I got permission to film. So of course, observant Jews, they don't film during these, during when they're observing these religious traditions, I guess. But I asked for permission in advance, and they allowed me to film, and I'm just really glad that I could share it with you because guys, I'm telling you, if you ever have an opportunity to go for like a Shabbat dinner or for like a Kiddush lunch or any sort of Jewish celebration or holiday, go. Do not say no, because you're literally going to have like some of the best food and the best meals you've ever had. Okay, guys, this right here, this is what I want to share. So remember the Iranian Jewish family at the beginning of my, okay, so this is 43 seconds in. So remember the Iranian Jewish family here? Where is it? So remember the Iranian Jewish family that I visited for Shabbat. Okay. Right here. So the Iranian Jewish family had like bottles of, I can't remember if it's wine or vodka, but you can see, guys, look at that photo. That's a photo of His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi. That's Prime Minister Netanyahu, his wife, and of course that's Yasmin, the queen, right? So what I found out is that when His Royal Highness visited Israel, he apparently went to visit the same family for a Shabbat dinner. And I didn't know about that until the elder shared this bottle with me and said, this, like, they made these wine bottles to commemorate the Shah of Iran visiting them for a Shabbat dinner. And then, when I was there, they opened up one of those wine bottles that they had made, because I was there. So I was like super honored about that, right? But there you go. And then, this is like the shawarma place. When the shawarma place found out I'm Iranian, they started like dancing and singing, and they were just like, super fun. And then, like, honestly, like the hospitality was amazing, right? Look at that. Like just amazing people. And then this was literally, this is a bar in Tel Aviv called Potions Bar. And, it was kind of close to my hotel. So I just show up and by myself, but like Israel is a safe country, right? Like literally one of the safest country in the world, right? So I feel more safe in Israel than I do in Canada. But like it's just this bar was close to my hotel. I didn't really have anything to do, so I was like, you know what? I'll go check out this bar, Potions Bar. Yeah, literally, like no durkas. Like guys, you want to go to a durka free zone? Go to Israel, right? Go to Israel. Oh my gosh, guys, we have a troll in the chat. Oh no, guys. Okay, we have a troll in the chat who's triggered by the existence of Israel. Probably like a Pakistani or like a Durka or something. So just give me a moment. Let me just ban this person, right? Because man, oh man. Where are you from? Yeah. You're from some garbage third world country. Obviously you are. Obviously you are. So let me just block you and you can go back to hell where you belong. All right, guys, Durka free zone. Anyway, so let's continue. So yeah, like when I went to this bar, I just showed up and then the guy's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Canada." And then he's like, "No, but where are you from?" He's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Iran." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, really? Like we love Iran." And then he was like, "Shots on me." So then you can see the guy's literally like he's like pouring 2 shots from him. He's like, cheers to Iran. We pray for your freedom. We love Iran, right? So just, and then we're literally cheersing, right? We're literally cheersing. Look at this. And then you can see we're cheersing there at the Potions Bar. So guys, full on like advertisement for the Potions Bar. If you're ever in Israel, if you're in Tel Aviv, go to the Potions Bar. Amazing place. And then again, so here's the elder, and then this is his son, and then this was during the Shabbat. So you can see, so like this Iranian Jewish family, they basically had to escape Iran when the Islamic regime took over, and they made Aliyah to Israel, because once Islam took over and Sharia law took over and turned Iran into a 7th century Islamic hellhole, Jewish people became persecuted, and so they had to leave. So I think there's approximately like 350,000 Iranian Jews who are living in Israel right now. Guys, you see this? So this is remember the restaurant, the Ghormeh Sabzi restaurant, the one that I showed earlier. Okay, so this is 51 seconds. Where is the restaurant? Let me find the restaurant. Yeah, so this restaurant. So remember I shared this restaurant with you guys, and it's got the flag of Israel and then the lion and sun flag, right? So now this is the inside of the restaurant. So literally, guys, the inside of the restaurant, lion and sun flag. You see the empress, and then you see Shahanshah Aryamer, and then the entire wall is literally covered with photos of the Pahlavi family and the Pahlavi dynasty. This restaurant, this Iranian restaurant, is in the heart of Tel Aviv, and it is owned and operated by an Iranian Jewish business owner, right? And as you can tell, it's like super packed. It's like one of the most popular restaurants in Tel Aviv. And then this was in Jaffa. We had some knack. Guys, so you know who this is? This is the owner of Visegrad. So anyone who follows Visegrad, gets news from them. So I've known Stefan for a very long time. And Stefan and I, we talk a lot behind the scenes about, Iran and everything like that. So when I was in Israel, I actually met up with Stefan, and, we were speaking about the Shah and Iran and, all the things that are happening there. So yeah, Stefan, guys, I'm telling you, My phone has so many phone numbers that you guys don't literally, my phone is worth a lot of money with all the phone numbers and contacts I have on it, right? So there you go. Anyway, so there you go. So now that I've sort of shared this, let me share it one more time, and then I'll go back to what His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi said, because again, now you guys can sort of see when he's speaking about this biblical relationship and this alliance and friendship and unity between the Iranian people and the Jewish people, that's not an exaggeration. Like this is how things have been for thousands of years, and it's only the last 47 years when the Islamic regime occupied Iran that our country has turned into an Islamic hellhole, right? So now that you have the context, I'll play it again. All right, so there you go. So now that you guys have sort of, at least one Iranian's perspective of, my experience visiting Israel, let me go back to what His Royal Highness and this video here from Silvan, okay? Because now I hope that this gives you more context, okay, as to, oh, come on, what's going on? Copy. I hope this gives you more context now. So, when, what's going on here? Okay. So now when His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi, the Shah of Iran, when he's speaking about how this alliance and friendship between the Israeli people and the Iranian people is biblical and it goes back thousands of years. Now you guys have a little bit of a sense of what that means, right? Because the Iranian culture and the Israeli culture is more similar than people actually think.
I brought you a gift on behalf of the Jewish people. I brought you two mezuzahs, one which I hope to hang with you in Tehran at the Israeli embassy, and a second one which will be in Jerusalem at the Iranian embassy in Israel. So please accept this gift on behalf of the Jewish people and our words of encouragement for a free Iran. These mezuzahs have two special significances. Outer piece is made of Jerusalem stone, and the parchment inside written by Iranian Israeli. So we have Iranian ties here and Israeli ties as well.
I very much appreciate your kind gift. This is very precious. Iran and Israel are the only two countries that have a biblical relationship. The Iranians didn't die for a strait to remain open or for a nuclear deal. They died for liberty. And I'm sure that once this regime is gone, we will be able to rebuild Iran. With your help, I will look forward to welcome you in Tehran and to find the best place for a nice embassy. And so I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we have a lot of work to do, and I appreciate your support and thank you.
Thank you very much and good luck. And we will be standing with you shoulder to shoulder.
I'm Israel Chai, Payande Iran, and of course, Javid Shah. Now, Tusi, guys, I don't think Tusi has gone live today. I don't think Tusi's gone live today. I've been traveling today, so I've been a little bit preoccupied. But wait, let me just check. And I don't think Tusi's gone live. Let me see. No, so he hasn't gone live yet because he's still on the move. He's still moving to Florida. But guys, look at this. So he actually posted on his X account. Iran's king in exile, Reza Pahlavi, has held a meeting with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington this week. The plot thickens. So not only has Prime Minister Netanyahu met with President Donald Trump, but apparently he also met with His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi. Interesting. Interesting, right? Wonder what that's all about. Wonder what that is all about. Now, of course, this is not the first meeting between His Royal Highness King Reza Pahlavi and Prime Minister Netanyahu. Not the first meeting, but interesting to know that. I mean, we already know that people are talking behind the scenes, but now that Tusi is confirming that this meeting was held, interesting stuff, right? Interesting times we are currently living in, and I cannot wait until Tusi is settled in so that we can get the news, right? Because guys, I'm not the breaking news. Tusi is the breaking news. I just give you the geopolitical analysis and commentary, and on my channel we do like a deep dive, but like we're all feeling the Tusi withdrawal right now, right? We're all feeling the Tusi withdrawal. Anyways, so guys, I'm going to leave this here for now. There's still a lot that I want to talk about when it comes to Iran and the Iranian Revolution. However, I really wanted to do a deep dive focus on Israel, so that all of you can understand why we Iranians, we love and we support Israel so much, because the Israeli identity and the Iranian identity goes back thousands of years, well before the invention of Islam. And the reason that the Durkas and the terrorists and the jihadis, they don't like us Iranians, is because we're not part of their ummah, right? Like we're not part of their like jihad against Israel, because that jihad against Israel, that's an Islamic thing, right? That's an Islamic thing. And we Iranians, our identity, our culture, our language, our history existed for thousands of years before Islam was invented. So that's why we don't identify or understand this whole like Durka jihad against Israel, right? Like it's not an Iranian thing. And the Durkas, they don't like us because of that, right? They're like, oh, why don't you hate Israel? Well, because we're not a bunch of 7th century inbred jihadis that go, oh, right? Like that's not who we are. So there you go. But I wanted to kind of do a deep dive into that relationship between Israel and Iran. And, for the last 47 years, the Islamic regime has tried to erase or bury that history and that relationship and that allyship between Israel and Iran. However, as you can see in literally this one video, His Royal Highness pretty much broke the internet. The Durkas are going wild. They're basically accusing His Royal Highness of being an Israeli agent, right? Just because, he doesn't he's not a genocidal Islamic jihadi freak, right? But there you go. There you go. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening right now. When it comes to the situation in occupied Iran, of course, the Iranian people are still rising up and fighting back. I'm going to have more details and info on that tomorrow. But let me just go to your questions and comments and super chats before I end tonight's live stream. And I will be back on in a couple of hours for the Goldie Show, where I'm going to go over all the geopolitical stuff that's been happening with President Trump and, of course, the boom booms and all of that. So make sure that your notifications are turned on. Guys, I just got back, so my schedule is still a little bit off, but I should be back to my sort of regular, normal schedule by tomorrow. So just keep an eye out for that. All right, so our first super chat, Minor Dine, welcome home. Thank you so much. Great to be home. Great to be back in my studio. Amir gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Amir. Kansas Warcraft player, thanks for everything. Love to see your reaction to an alt Bapiche. Never a replacement, but nice alt. What's an alt Bapiche? Like a different song? Like Epic Fury or something? Laura McDonald, Goldie, what foods are in the Iranian Jewish Shabbat dinner you have tasted? It's basically like it's Iranian food. So Iranian Jews pretty much eat the exact same food as all other Iranians. There is actually one thing. There's one thing that like Iranian Jews have that I hadn't heard about before. It's called Goldie, but it's kind of like a kufte. It's basically just like this like giant meatball, and it's just, I think it's made from like ground chicken or something. It's so good. Like it's so good. For our Iranian viewers, kind of like a kufte, but the foods that I tasted at the Iranian Jewish Shabbat dinner was pretty much like just Iranian food. So it was no different, right? Like Iranian Jews are Iranian, right? Just like, all Iranians from various religions or backgrounds or whatever, we're all Iranian. So Iranian Jews are no different. The food is the exact same thing. And, for us Iranians, because our identity goes back thousands of years, and because Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire, he basically created the whole concept of freedom of religion and human rights. So an Iranian is an Iranian regardless of religion or whatever the case might be. And so like Iranian Jewish food is the exact same thing as Iranian non-Jewish food. There really wouldn't be any difference in that sense, but the food was delicious. It was so good. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. Atki says the showroom should have Ali Khamenei's ashes in there. I agree, it should. But I visited the showroom 2 years ago. I haven't visited it recently, but the next time I go back and visit Israel, I will let you guys know if they've updated the showroom with Mush Ali's ashes. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Monday says, so sorry, I use Google Translate, can't read well. I understand spoken well, accidentally copy paste, and it said Persia, not Iran. My apologies. Like, no, thank you so much. Listen, totally okay. Not an issue at all whatsoever. Just wanted to provide that explanation so that people know what's going on. All right, guys, I just wanted to thank all of you for tuning in to day 201 of Iran Revolution Live. Great to be back in my usual studio, and can't wait to get the show going and started. So as always, make sure that you are, you subscribe, you like. And again, guys, I am trying something new. So I am live streaming on Instagram, but I know that the layout on Instagram isn't the greatest. So there's nothing I can do about that. But if you are watching on Instagram, I would encourage you to come join us on YouTube, where you can participate in the live stream chat. You can speak with other people, and the layout is much better. But I just figured I would try broadcasting on Instagram to see how it goes. But I can't do anything about the layout or view there. So anyways, guys, I'm going to come back online in an hour or so. Not quite sure exactly when, but I will be back to give my geopolitical analysis on the conflict between the United States and Israel versus the Islamic regime. There is a lot to talk about, so make sure that you have your notifications turned on and you're subscribed. And as always, I'm Israel Chai. God bless America. Javid Shah and Payande Iran. I'll see all of you guys very soon.
غرق انقلاب است.
کشور ما، تاریخ ما ترسید گر فرا گرفته، گویی اهورا مستا دوباره در نور خود مرا گرفته. اکنون سرودی سر میدهم باز فارغ از رنج و تشویش، ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. هن ای پدر، هن ای پسر، برخیز و با ما شو همگام، تا درد آن تجربه تلخ ما را نکشیده در آب. بگذار هر دم بغرند گرگ‌ها دم لباس میش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ای کارگر، ای برزگر، راحت کنون ادامه دارد در این زمان که پرتو یزدان از هر سو بر تو میبارد. پس پیش به سوی آزادی از بحر خزر تا کیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. خلقا به پا، بهر دفاع از استقلال و آزادی، تا بشکنیم پشت ارتجاع تیریزی ویران آبادی. تا زنده سازیم سنت‌های ملی از بر آیین و کیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش.
با امید روزی که تمام این دلبشو انقلاب تموم بشه و ما در روشنایی، نور و سعادت مردم کشورمون غرق بشیم.
نه خارجی، نه بیگانه، نه مستشارهای ویرانی، نه چیر خاران، نه کاسلیسان، فقط هم رزمان ایرانی. تا با شرافت میهنی بسازی بهر فرزندان خویش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. مردم بیایید داخل صف ما، اکنون که آغاز رویاست. دشمنان بدانید ما زنده هستیم، بعد از ما هم ایران پابرجاست. آن روح شیطان ما را فریب داد با صد شعار مردمیش. ایران غرق انقلاب است، به پیش به پیش به پیش. پرچم ایران غرق خون شهیدان روی شانه هامان حمل میکنیمش در هر خیابان و میدان تا ماسک دلقکان را برداریم از روی تسبیح و ریش ایران غرق انقلاب است به